Good morning, everyone. On this Wednesday morning, we're continuing our journey through the prophet Hosea. This time we're in chapter 10, verses 1 through 3, 7 through 8, and verse 12. Israel is a luxuriant vine whose fruit matches its growth. The more abundant his fruit, the more altars he built. The more productive his land, the more sacred pillars he set up. Their heart is false. Now they pay for their guilt. God shall break down their altars and destroy their sacred pillars. If they would say, "We have no king," since they do not fear the Lord, what can the king do for them? The king of Samaria shall disappear, like foam upon the waters. The high places of Evan shall be destroyed, the sin of Israel. Thorns and thistles shall overgrow their altars, and they shall cry out to the mountains, "Cover us," and to the hills, "Fall upon us." Sow for yourselves justice. Reap the fruit of piety. Break up for yourselves a new field, for it is time to seek the Lord, till he come and rain down justice upon you. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Hosea uses in this prophetic word something interesting. He uses something that would have been very apparent for most of the folks around there of agriculture, the vines that are there. And what I find interesting about it is that these vines, which he describes as luxuriant, that is abundant in fruit, have been laid barren for well over 2,000 years, just completely destroyed, which he prophetically says will happen. But it's only been in the recent years, let's say the last 10 years, that just kind of stumbled upon it. Some Israelis have purchased properties in these areas, established vineyards in what was just barren land, just thistles and thorns, which Hosea describes, only to discover that it is ancient places of vineyards. One particular vineyard discovered a cave that was there. It was just by accident, and went down below there. There was an ancient wine press. They had coins in there, minted in Hebrew. Just fascinating, well over 2,000 years old. We're talking about the time period of when Hosea is talking about this. And he warns them. He said, you're having this great benefit. You're having all this luxuriant vineyards, lush. It's wonderful. But it's sown for what? To God? And for the benefit of God and giving him alone glory? No, it's for their own false gods that they build. They build these false pillars. He said, it will be destroyed. It will disappear. So what's the antidote that he gives in verse 12? He says, sow for yourself justice. He's using that agricultural term, sow for yourself justice. In other words, you're going to have to do some work on this. Just like any gardener out there, you got to sow for yourselves justice. Reap the fruit of piety. Break up the field. It's time to seek the Lord, till he come and rain down justice upon you. It's words of thoughts, especially during this rainy summer. This has been an unusual one and filled with all kinds of weeds, as I can testify of working last night. But it is also something spiritually for us to pull out the weeds in our own lives and have the fruit of the life of the Lord in ourselves. Stay safe, folks. Hopefully we get to see each other soon.